The car really doesn't want to run anymore. Now, I can't take any risks. So right now we're putting a new gearbox in it, and I'm gonna take this other gearbox apart. Okay, well, so 70,000 miles later, we're finally doing a real service on this Aventador. Now that doesn't mean like an oil change or basic stuff. That means an actual issue that happened that we've got to fix because the car really doesn't want to run anymore. Now, essentially, this particular problem, it's kind of a weird problem. So Aventadors have what's called an ISR gearbox, independent shifting rods. These gearboxes have individual rods that push to and from gears, right? So like it's kind of complicated. Anyways, I think that one of the rods has a little bit too much wear on it and occasionally doesn't want to engage in first gear. But it drives fine. Like I drove it for like 2 weeks and then like it was cool and nothing happened. One guy got into it and it had a gearbox malfunction. Then I'd reset it, go back again. We did a fluid flush, we cleaned the filters, kind of figured it out, swapped the solenoid, and it would be fine for a little while and then it happened again. So the summer's coming. The car is gonna every single day. I can't take any risks. So right now we're putting a new gearbox in it, and I'm gonna take this other gearbox apart, kind of figure it out. So Jesse and Andy has already started on this right here. As you can see, they're pulling out the drive shaft right now. So Jesse, do you expect to have this transition out by the end of today?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Some people are claiming it only takes 3 hours, so.
If someone claims 3 hours, that means you can do it in 90 minutes, right?
Essentially.
This is Jesse's super car garage, right?
We'll see how it goes, but I don't know.
And two people at the same time.
Guys, vote right now for everybody that works in the shop to wear a cape, okay? If you guys vote yes, if I get more than 1,000 votes on the yes on there,
It's really funny.
everybody will be wearing capes to work on these cars.
So, have you ever heard the theory why superheroes don't wear capes?
I have no
Remember,
idea.
we watched it. They explained it in Incredibles. That when they get by the jet,
Oh,
boom.
that's so,
So same thing with here. If we wear a cape, we're gonna get sucked into the motor.
oh my god, that's hilarious. I didn't even think about that. You're wearing a cape, you get sucked into an airplane. Anyways, Jesse, Nabel, go over the first steps that you're doing right here.
So obviously the first, all the under panels coming out. This is the transmission. Most cars on, Lamborghinis or whatever, the transmission is always in the back.
Yeah, true.
Aventador is in the front. So we're gonna do the mounts, take the drive shaft out, and then I believe if we undo the rear mounts here, we can get the motor to angle down this way, and we should be able to get to all
Because
the bolts on the middle
I
housing.
see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Problem is to go.
I bet you there's one right there at the top that's a kind of a problem.
So we just gotta use a really.
What do you
really,
want to
really
do about the, there's the other transmissions over there, you want to double check it, right?
Oh,
Take
yeah,
it out
yeah.
and just kind of see where those bolts are because maybe you can get to it.
Well, you can. You're just gonna use a really, really long extension, about this tall.
Just a little bit taller than Jesse. So, all right, cool. Well, we'll get to it and I'll check back with you guys. I'm gonna go find something else to do. I gotta find, let's see, what's Mario doing? Gotta take a look at him and then figure it out. We had a dead battery on an Aventador today. So our other spare Aventador that I bought while we're doing this, it's right here, getting charged up. So I bought that Aventador right there to lease it, but until they lease that car, it's gonna be our spare rental car Aventador. So right now, this week only, you can rent the 50th anniversary Aventador if you want. So, a good timing. That car is not gonna be around all day, forever, all right? I'm trying to find Mario and Darren. I think they're outside.
Look at the new 570S we got. This thing just looks so sick, especially on a cloudy day. It kind of complements the car very well. Standing next to it, we have our beautiful Papaya Spark 720S, and right next to it, the one and only Old Betsy with over 150,000 miles. She is a straight trooper. This is awkward.
Yeah, this is really awkward.
This is really
So I'm not
awkward.
sure why Mario's out here vlogging, but I told him that I would come out, handle some business. Darren's cleaning cars like normal, as usual. I just started the Aventador vlog because we're pulling the transmission on the Aventador, and I really wanted everybody to see that experience. And I couldn't find you, so I was like, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
You know?
I was filming another vlog.
What vlog are you doing?
You know, we're just gonna give people a little inside look on how we do
The
our
detail process?
Yeah.
Darren, what's up with your detail game right here?
What's up?
Black car. I mean, look, I see some spots right here. I see some spots right here.
Got a little bit of dirt right
A little bit right here.
Not too bad though. It's not too bad. Just came back from a rental. It's 2
Okay.
o'clock right now. That means we have cars coming back. We have to flip them because they're gonna go right back out on new rentals. To avoid wasting time on doing a full wash, I like to use my favorite product, Shine Armor. It's a 3-in-1 waterless wash, which means you get a good shine, you get protection, and you get a layer of ceramic coat in it. To use this, it's pretty straightforward. It's really easy. You want to have a damp towel, and then you want to get your product, spray a little bit on there, get it a little damp.
So this is like a waterless
Yeah,
wash and wax, right?
Exactly.
So like, I don't know, is that called clay spray? I've heard that term before.
No, it's not a clay spray.
So what is clay spray? Because there's like a clay bar, there's like
That's
a whole bunch of
something-
other stuff.
That's something totally different. Ceramic coat it's really different. It adds a layer of protection to the car and not more so like a sealant. So a lot of that other stuff, you don't get the same effects out of it. This one's way better. And the more you use it, the more buildup you get out of it.
So the better it does.
So exactly. So the next time I clean this car, it's gonna be even easier. And the more I add layer of protection to it, it's just gonna get even better. And the ceramic coat layer just builds up also. You get a lot of gloss out of it also.
So Darren, are you telling me that if you wash this car like 100 times, it'll be so clean you won't have to wash it ever again?
Not ever again, but it's gonna get easier and easier and easier every time. Every time.
So I mean, at what point does it get so easy it does it itself? Like, will the rain wash my car if I just use this clay spray?
The only time
Or this spray, sorry, not clay spray.
The only time you can't really use this product is when it's muddy and then, you know, you got that thick layer on there. You can't bypass that. At that point, you got to use a pressure washer, you know?
Ceramic coating is becoming a really interesting new concept because
Very.
3 years ago, even 2 years ago, when I first started here doing real high-end detail, when you came on board, we didn't really have ceramic coating. And I remember guys coming down, they were talking about $3,000, $4,000 to ceramic coat the cars.
Yeah, expensive.
But
Not anymore.
No.
Not anymore.
So
the game's changed. The technology has
the
advanced.
technology is with us now, where we
Yes.
can have that $3,000-$4,000 car wash from 2 years ago. For how much? How much are these bottles? You think?
This bottle's about $22.
How long do you think that lasts?
Can't beat that. Oh, I can use this for at least 10 to 12 cars, probably even longer.
Like 10 to 12 cars, 10 to 12 car washes.
Car washes.
Because if I only had one car and I wanted to go buy, like let's say I bought this for my Urus
Yes.
or my wife's car.
The Urus is a little bit bigger, so it depends on the size of the car. But ultimately, if you were to use this on one car, you'll get at least 10 to 15 washes out of it, easily.
That's pretty interesting. All right, I'm gonna reach out to Shine Armor and see if we can get bulk pricing because those little bottles, I'm not sure. We need the bigger ones, but that's interesting knowledge. You know, we never really hit on the car wash stuff, but at the same time, we need to do our due diligence and wash these cars legit because you got to think we wash. Let's say I've got like we're plus or minus 60 to 70 cars in the fleet at all times. That includes slingshots and Jeeps. You see all those stuff over there, and then we've got you know, obviously supercars behind us. But we wash the cars up to 3 to 4 times per day, same car. So we have to be very, very careful on what we put on the car. Obviously, we have clear bra, we have paint protectant, you know, with the new ceramic coating sprays that we use, but we usually try to wash everything just with water so that we don't do any corrosive damage to the paint. But interesting facts, you know, you guys don't think about that when you start a car rental company of how many times you have to wash a car for people. So it's windy out here. I'm gonna head back over to my office and see if I can get into something else. Okay, so now the car's on the ground.
Yes.
What happened?
We gotta undo the mounts. So there's a Torx or 12-point inverted Torx in there that on top here.
I can't hear you.
There's a 12-point inverted Torx bolt that sits on top of the mount.
Okay.
So we gotta figure out how we're gonna get those. Once we get those, we should be able to tilt the motor and we should be able to get out. So there's one mount back here and one on each side.
Yeah, I know the mount back here. Oh, look at that exhaust. The mount back here is on the diff. Just had to deal with that. But A lot of room in here for activities. It's a twin turbo, maybe.
Yeah. Something else we can do too, maybe. It's another conversion we might be able to do.
Supercharger?
No.
That's stupid, right?
Yeah, it's so dumb. Never do that. I would I'll break it on purpose.
Yeah.
I can't use it. I just something wrong. It's not cat.
This car sucks. Okay, so how do you get to those mounts?
Well, working on that right now. That side I can get my hand on it. This side I can't. So. we're gonna
What do you
see
need to
if we
move?
can get From up top. Well, they're right here. So
Yeah, but what do you need to move to get your hand on it?
I don't know yet. All this.
Okay. Did you get any bolts out from the bottom? Did you drain the fluids? Did any of that stuff come down?
No, we're gonna do that last.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Because I plan on bench pressing it down, so
Hell yeah.
no fluid. You don't have to take the fluids out then, yeah.
You know, might as well.
Yeah.
Gotta get that clutch out.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be the
Pops
good
right
one.
out. We're good.
Yeah.
I'll just carry it like this.
I mean, the shipment for the other transmission said it was only 130 pounds.
Yeah, see, that's no problem then.
That's
Last
including
time I
that
did it,
box.
How many times in your gym? Like 30 something times?
Yeah, you got the 130 pounds 30 times.
You know what I'm saying?
I have confidence in Jesse today. All right.